From a distant place, you hear the girl calling to you, "Don't do it!" But you already did. The world around you stops. Oh my god, did I just die? All right, we are playing Atom RPG. Atom RPG is a turn-based isometric CRPG available on Steam. This is the first of 2 games created by a company called the Atom Team, the second of which is a standalone expansion for the very game that we're playing today, Atom RPG. This game is inspired heavily by games like Fallout 1 and 2, according to the developer. We played another game on this channel inspired heavily by Fallout 1 and 2, a game called Space Wreck. But where Space Wreck shows its inspiration from games like Fallout 1 and 2 in terms of gameplay and mechanics, Atom RPG wears this inspiration a little more on its sleeve, shows this inspiration a little more on the nose, so to speak. You can see this in things like in the tutorial area, there is this game's version of a Nuka-Cola machine, Nuka-Cola, something that is present in the Fallout games. I don't know if that comes up in the game later, but I saw that in the tutorial and kind of made me chuckle. You also see it in things like power armor is something that is present in this game and looks very similar to power armor that's in Fallout. There are also some pretty major departures from the Fallout series, the most apparent of which is that this game is set in a post-Cold War turned hot Soviet Union. This takes place, I believe, in the mid-2000s, after the Cold War of the 1980s, late 1980s, early 90s, apparently became a full-out nuclear war, I believe. We'll find out as we get into the game, I'm sure, and if we keep playing this game, we'll find out exactly what the lore of this game is. But if you're familiar with Fallout, I'm sure you are, those games take place anywhere from up to hundreds of years after nuclear war in the 50s, kind of lock that game into Americana kitsch, 1950s era kitsch. This game probably has the same type of cultural nod to the time period of the late 1980s in the Soviet Union. However, I did not grow up in the Soviet Union in the late 80s, early 90s, so that might be lost on me, but I'm sure that it's in there. We'll be playing this game as part of the Freeplay series on the channel, and that's just a series where I kind of can play whatever I want, whenever I want, however I want. I've got a couple of games that I'm trying to work my way through in regular rotation on the channel, and this lets me spice things up a bit by just kind of dropping in whatever. However, that being said, there's a little bit of a different purpose for playing this as Freeplay today. This game and a couple of games that I imagine will come to the channel in the coming days or weeks are games that I would like to gauge interest on overall, as I will probably have room to add at least one more game to the regular rotation lineup on the channel. So, like I said, we'll be playing this and a couple of games in the coming days and weeks to see if there's anything particular anybody wants to see. It'd be nice to play a game that people are interested in checking out. And so today, well, like I said, we'll start with Atom RPG. So to get us started today, I've created the character, Oldman Gamer, as it were. And I've made this character. I am not going to spend too much time fussing over things like character creation and point allocation. I have a suspicion, or at least a hope, that that won't matter too much with this game. There are games, certainly CRPGs, where that does matter a lot and you really do need to pay attention or you might have a bad time. I don't think that's going to be the case here. It may well end up being, but, you know, hey, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It is a bit of a pain to get so finicky with character creation for me. You know, I've noted on this channel before, I'm not really a skilled player. I'm not really playing to achieve or accomplish or best an enemy. I like the experience. And so it's nice to just kind of have a general overarching concept for the character. And because this is inspired by Fallout, I have a hope that it is in keeping with some of the Fallout games. Now, I haven't played Fallout 1 and 2, but the Bethesda versions of the Fallout games are kind of known for you can absolutely even tank the character creation and still have a ton of fun with crazy characters you can come up with. But like I said, we're not creating a crazy character today. I'm just not going to get very finicky with it. I've created a character that is kind of just an average guy, but we're going to lean a little into charisma, diplomacy, that kind of thing, and a little less into combat. And what I hope will come of that is that we'll be able to pull out a little more of the story from this game and interacting with some of the characters, and that whilst we won't be completely hopeless in combat. We're not going to be a dominant force by any means, and certainly will probably face some adversity as we are thrust into combat situations, which is something that I absolutely love. Some people, I would say probably most people that I see play games, certainly on YouTube, are playing to, create powerful characters that can kind of dominate and accomplish. And I really actually like creating characters that can suffer, or at least find some adversity. One of the other things that I've done is I've gotten us through the tutorial rather than make you guys watch what ultimately really is just showing you how the UI and the gameplay mechanics work. I've just kind of gone through that. There is a little bit of story that they kind of, meter out there, but it's not too much. The basic idea is we are in part of a military unit, and we are about to be sent on a mission by ourselves. Where I've left us is right at the moment at the end of the tutorial, right before you step into the briefing room, where we will see a video of exposition that explains kind of what's going on. And then from that point, we will drop right into some gameplay. So let's get to it.
Atom, a branch of the Soviet Army created long before the war, caused by the imperialist conquerors. Our mission does not end in gathering pre-war technology and reviving our Soviet motherland. We also strive to reach the pre-war quality of life for all. To realize those goals, we often send search expeditions into the wasteland. Not long ago, one of such expeditions, led by General Morozov, lost all contact with the base. Our human resources are limited. Therefore, the standard procedure is to send out but a few agents to investigate this problem. You are one of the chosen for this mission. General Morozov's troops had an important quest to locate, control, and study a secret bunker. Bunker 317. According to our data, it is located near the village of Otradnoye. To successfully complete your mission, we recommend you to contact our agent in the city of Otradnoye, codename Fidel. He's hiding in plain sight as a barkeep in the outskirts of the city, so apart from physical aid, he can offer you informational support as well. You will learn the password needed to contact our agent from the envelope. Destroy it upon reading. And remember, your mission is to gather intelligence on the disappearance of Morozov and his troops. No heroics. The wastes are a dangerous place. Good luck, Cadet, and let there be Atom.
I wonder what happened to the expedition. Can't move. All right. Wait a second. What's that rustling sound? All right, this is a cutscene. All right, let's get into this. I pre-apologize for what I am about to do to every Russian word in this game. In that video, I saw the word Krasnonemony, and I swear I would have pronounced it Krasnonemony, so I pre-apologize for every Russian word I try to pronounce in what is about to unfold here. But let's get into it. A well-built man in his 30s emerges from the uneven shadows dancing around your campfire. He's dressed in a musty khaki uniform. Well, 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 what do we have here? Hope I'm not bothering you, comrade. The man stops before you and rubs his hands as if to warm himself, or to show off a formidable set of brass knuckles on his left hand. You look like a tourist, man. Nice tent, clean clothes without holes or tears, and so much other stuff. The man whistles at all your equipment. Must be difficult carrying such a load of stuff around. The stranger's face breaks into an ominous smile. You know, me and my pals could help you. Well, not for free, of course, but for a very reasonable price. What say you? You finally notice the other figure standing at the edge of the firelight. If you still had any doubt about what's transpiring, now it's painfully clear. You're about to get robbed. Alright, let's see. Well, I say let's try to ward him off. Easy there, man. Maybe you missed in the dark, but I'm not the sort to be stopped by some brass knuckles. Maybe a little bluffing. The leader chuckles to himself while his accomplices openly burst out laughing. Alright, they called my bluff. He's got tremendous moxie for his size. I like it. Listen, why don't you lie down and rest for a little bit? Maybe then you can beat the ever-loving crap out of us in your dreams. Okay. Take the loot, men. We've got ourselves a good catch tonight. Oh, my head. Those assholes robbed me blind. Or maybe they left something. Oh, cool. Okay, now I have control. Yay, there we go. The tent and this thing. What is that, a canteen? Empty canteen. Awesome. All right. Well, let's be a little careful in case they're still around here. All right, our favorite, bricks. Pick it up. What are you doing? Thank you. Maybe we can make one of those broken bottles from the tutorial. Oh, there's a lot of bricks. Oh, we don't need to carry every brick in the universe. What's our weight? 10 out of 48 kilograms. Jeez Louise. We are strong. Let's see what else we got. Oh, nice. Something over here. A spoon. We're getting somewhere. Locked. For somebody else, maybe. Nice. Tape. Love it. And a log. Nothing to be seen on the map. And that's all fog. And I imagine we can't get down there. No, we could just go to the edge. Alright, I guess let's... oh. What is that? Oh, I guess that's the exit to the stage. Alright, so we're looking for Marzov. He's close to Otradnoye. We need to find the fate of his expedition. Alright. I guess let's go talk to this guy. I mean, we're standing close enough to him that I imagine he's not gonna be aggressive. Halt, who's there? Before you stands a strongly built man of about 30. He's wearing a weathered military jacket and holding a large gun. At a glance, he seems like an affable sort and would probably welcome some conversation. He's absently chewing a blade of grass. Upon seeing you, he livens up at once. Hey there, comrade. Alright, we'll be nice to him. Hello to you too. The man coughs and spits out the grass, then lets his rifle hang by its handmade leather strap. Nice to meet you, my name is Jan. May I ask what brings you to our village? Well, I don't think we want to tell him what we're doing. We're on like a secret mission, right? To find out about this guy no one's supposed to know about? We'll say I'm just passing through. Times are tough, but we always welcome traveling folks. How can I help? Well, let's ask him a few questions. Fine, I'll answer if I can. Tell me about your village. Let's start there. What do you want to know? How's life? We'll start with that. This is a great village. It was founded right after the war, but our headman, Comrade Kovalov, founded by our headman, Comrade Kovalov, he and the first settlers staked out the land around an old oak tree, which to this day is the center of the settlement. The tree is our main attraction, like the village mascot. You probably won't believe it, but I heard people were running around everywhere after the bombs fell, looking for food and water. There was nothing to find but dust and burnt earth, but here they saw this oak and a clear running stream nearby. That's pretty strange if you ask me. Jan smiles briefly, but then his face pinches into a pout. The man looks like he's sucking on a lemon. But the life itself, it's rotten, honestly. We're in the drought season now and getting raided all the time. The bandits come each month to demand money. We tried fighting them. We tried making peace with them. Nothing works. They're too strong. And no one could help you? Well, we sent a man into the Otradnoye once. I guess this isn't that place? Alright. We sent a man into the Otradnoye once to hire a few mercenaries. He took all the money we had, but it only brought 7 men. They looked pretty serious and tough with their fancy guns. Proud. I wish I could tell you they drove off the bandits or simply killed them, and that the harassment stopped. I wish I could tell you that, but life in the wasteland is no fairy tale. The bandits killed all 7 of them, and the following month the extortion fee went up. Of course it did, yes indeed. They said that since we obviously had money to pay for mercenaries, we could afford to pay more. Alright, let's change the topic. Heard any good rumors lately? One passerby told me that somewhere in the waste is an old abandoned Boy Scout camp, but it's not entirely abandoned. All the Boy Scouts who were camped out there before the war are still there, but they've gone feral, and they worship the devil in secret rituals. Alright. He also told me they might not be Boy Scouts at all, but monstrous creatures that took on the forms of children in order to mimic us humans. But that's just a huge load of bull, right? Listen, I'm not the right guy to ask for rumors. You should chat with the people in the village. Maybe they'll know something of interest. Fair enough. Let me ask you one other thing. Well, let's ask him if there's a A troop of military types to pass through. Let's see what happens. Caution of the wind. Funny you asked. A whole squad passed through not long ago. Can't say for sure if they were military, but there were some serious looking dudes among them. Nice weapons, bad attitudes. They even had uniforms of a sort. These guys are no joke, I tell you. They bought some water, rested for a day near their walls, and moved on. I got to chatting with one of them. Nice guy, younger than the rest. He said they were on an expedition into the ruins, probably searching for some pre-war tech, or what remains of it. God help them, they seem normal enough. Can you point me in the direction of those ruins? Nice. Jan takes your map, looks it over for a bit, and draws a small black cross in one spot. After looking at the map one more time, he returns it to you. Here, it's not too far. We'll give it some thought. Feel free to come back and visit. It's pretty boring just standing around. If I have time, sure. Bye. All right, let's head in. Otradnoye. Thank you, Venyamin. But that was all that... No, now it's time for a foreign affairs report. What the hell? All right, let's stop in and see what's going on in here. Oh, it's a TV. Well, they don't seem to care that I've stepped in, so let's say hello. Before you stands an old man in a battered but clean jacket. He looks around 60, but hale and hearty for someone living in the wastes. It's possible his real age is closer to 70. His strict face is graced with a brush-like mustache. What do you need, comrade? Can I ask you a few questions? I'm very busy. Please speak with someone in the village. All right. He turns away from you, letting you know the conversation is over. Let's talk to this guy. Before you stands an aging man with an old rifle in his wrinkled hands. He looks at you with mostly concealed interest. Hey, can I ask you a few questions? Hey there, ask away, I'll try to give you some answers. What are you guarding? It's the village treasury. We keep taxes we gather here and use them for the common good. And if you got any funny ideas, my friend, I don't recommend trying them out. I might be old, but I'm a great shot. I mean you no harm, can I ask you something else? Like what? What's new around the village? Nah, all is well. With our head, there's no time to be lazy or sad. He's a great man. I believe in him. Our whole village believes in him, and his faith is what keeps us all together. Everything is fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right, let me ask you something else. Tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? I'm a simple man. The one thing that makes me special is my aim. I can hit a radioactive spider in the eye socket from 200 paces. That's right. I don't like to brag, you know, but for many years now, I won the local top marksman contest. Well, good for you, my man. Can you spare some more time? Heard any rumors? They say plenty of monsters are seen in the south and the north. Giant spiders, wasps, and even more dangerous things. Some even settled near the village. I don't know whether they can breed, but if they can, we're in trouble. Dangerous situation. What else you got? Well, that's it. Good luck. Thank you. All right, we'll head out. I can't read that, but let's step in. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man of around 25 with a neatly trimmed beard. He's wearing a white shirt with some rather short shorts. In his hand, there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives a wide smile. Ah, customer, welcome to the tavern. You travelers sure keep on coming. What do you mean? Well, you're here right now, and not long ago, an armed band came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble in these parts, but they were nice and civil. Just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issues, but they just left, so I don't think that he was able to strike any kind of a deal. They talked to our gate guard more than anyone else. His name is Jan. If you want to know more, I suggest you speak with him. Anyway, maybe you'd like a drink or something to eat. Let's see the menu. Alright. I don't have any money, but I can literally sell you junk, so we'll say no to that. Let's ask him some questions. Ask away. Heard any good gossip? Lonesome Drifter shared a story with me once. Said there was this courier who got attacked by some bandits in the desert, got his goods stolen and a bullet clean through his skull, but he survived even after being buried alive by those thugs. The locals dug him out, got him on his feet, and you know what happened next? I bet I know what happened next. Instead of thanking his rescuers and healing up, the weirdo grabs a gun, puts on a cowboy hat, and starts looking for the thugs that shot him. They say the courier fought valiantly, but to no avail. His corpse is probably lying in a ditch somewhere. But what do they expect? A simple courier is no Rambo. How could one person take on a whole gang of violent criminals? It was probably his destiny to get shot by those bandits. They didn't do their job right the first time, but they sure did it the second. That is hilarious. I am sure that is a nod to Fallout New Vegas. Pretty interesting. Tell me something else. What do you got? Sometimes they get customers who work as, what do you call it, stalkers? They share the weirdest rumors. Like one about some oasis place where anyone could be healed instantly. I don't believe that nonsense. But it's interesting to hear their stories. But if the place really existed, wow, Imagine how many people we could have saved. Well, tell me about yourself. What's there to tell? Me and Katya, we're local, and we don't go out too much, but that doesn't bother me. I like it here working as a bartender. That's my job. Katya is using her accounting skills to keep the establishment from falling apart. See, even now she's sitting over there with her documents, totally ignoring the world around her. But that's okay. What would we do without her accounting? I don't even want to think about the job I'd have then. I think you'd cope. Care to answer some more questions? How do you like working around here? Not too bad. Great, even. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's a simple job, well respected by the people for obvious reasons. If there's a party of some sort, any kind of celebration, a burial, or simply a day off your job, who's there to pour you a glass of your favorite poison? Me, that's who. And that's why I'm so well liked by everybody. The barkeep smiles warmly and pats himself on the belly. And there's money in it too. Yes, sir. Me and my sis, we're like, what did you call it in the West? Entrepreneurs. Well, she's much more entrepreneurial than me because she does all the paperwork, but still. Glad you found your calling. Let's ask you another question. All right, no more questions from me. The fat man swats some more flies with his towel and smiles at you. You got any jobs? Yeah, we don't have any money. We could earn some money. We got robbed. Guess we're going to need something. We have no weapons, no money. Doesn't make sense charging in to find Morozov. You should talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple fellow myself. I can sell you beer or I can sell you spirits. That I'll gladly do. Need something done around the house, a light bulb screwed in, or a chair fixed, for example, just give me a call. But save the more serious stuff for Katya's ears. She's the proactive one. He looks at the young lady nearby, who seems to be lost in some calculations. It's just that she's pretty busy right now, tallying expenses, planning the budget, you know. And when Katya is busy, it's pretty hard to get her attention. Oh, but I've just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into all that chemistry stuff. Tell her I sent you to try out her latest tincture. That way you'll get a free drink and also get to chat with her. Sly, huh? Pretty clever, methinks. All right, thank you for getting me set up with your sister there. All right, thanks, I'll go. Hold on, friend, maybe you'd like to hear a little business proposal. I literally just asked if you had a business proposal. It's a simple matter, a small job, really. What I need is for you to bring me this book I ordered, but it's all the way over in Otradnoye. Abraham the bookseller has it at his store. I can't go get it myself because of my responsibilities at the bar. But I can see that you travel a lot, so if you ever find yourself in Otradnoye, maybe you could pick it up for me. If you do, I'll be sure to compensate you for your trouble. What's this book about? Well, there was this writer named Tolkien who lived in England, which was a country way back before the war. Well, he kind of wrote fairy tales for adults, you know? I should probably call it science fiction, or maybe not. I'm no good with genres. Doesn't matter. The book is about another world. Anywho, I always loved reading, especially if it's a book about something extraordinary, something fantastic. Where there's robots and the rings of Saturn, ancient Greek myths, and all that sorts of stuff. And then I was told that this Abraham in Otradnoye could get me Tolkien's book, and with a special translation too. Anyway, I drove to the city and ordered it, but now it's arrived and I can't find the time to go pick it up. All right, it's a deal. If I ever go to Otradnoye, I'll visit this Abraham character. The man looks over your map and marks the city with a cross. Awesome. I guess technically now we know where the city is, though I haven't been able to figure out how to read the map. Well, thank you so much. Here's the receipt for my book. Show it to Abraham and he'll give it to you. The bartender hands you a small, thick square of paper. On it, written in formidable cursive, are the words, "The owner of this document, Redchenko VA, or his legal proxy, may obtain a copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated to Russian by Bober Z.A., after handing over this receipt, signed by Mirkin A.D. Okay, bye. All right, let's go have a talk with... We can't sit down. We'll go have a talk with the sister. Before you sits a young woman. She is deep in concentration, writing in a yellowed book with the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in this activity and does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over, says you might have a tincture for me to try out. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks, smiles, and tucks her tiny pencil behind her right ear. Great! I doubt you've ever drunk anything quite like it. It's a new recipe. Well, not really new, more like long forgotten. All right. Sounds intriguing, can't wait to try it out. The girl nods and shows you a dim, cold corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she produces a clay bottle labeled XXX. Here it is, drink up. Boldly drink it down, no other choice. You take a tiny sip, the drink has a strange sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You don't feel intoxicated or even nauseous, you feel that you should take another sip. You take the bottle back and have another. What harm can a few more sips do? Now your head begins to spin. Nothing unusual about that, right? You have full sensation in your limbs, just like normal. But then you feel them floating around you as if the air has suddenly turned to water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it with another sip of the tincture. From a distant place, you hear the girl calling to you, "Don't do it!" But you already did. The world around you stops. Oh my god, did I just die? The world around you stops. You also stop, but your mind is racing with thoughts which arrive with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own musings is to you like the roll of distant thunder. It's growing nearer every second. You suddenly comprehend that what you thought was thunder is actually footsteps. They form out of a misty void. General Morozov appears before you. "You looking for me?" he asks, his voice like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You are frozen. "Yeah, you're looking for me," says Morozov, and takes your hand. "Let's go." You walk through the dead gray mist together, Morozov in front, you following behind. The general is calm and assured. You have nothing better to do than simply follow him. Finally, the mist parts and a strange, beautiful sight appears. There are mushrooms here. You have arrived at an unreal, primordial mushroom forest. The huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oaks you've ever seen. Their tops spread like giant umbrellas obscuring the sky. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving his way between the massive mushroom stems. Your tour through the fantastic forest stops suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, the biggest of them all. "This is God," says General Morozov, but you can't see the general anymore because he's speaking from within you. He is talking from your head using your mouth. You are General Morozov. Suddenly, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake, and you almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but when the shaking stops, you look up and scream, for the colossal mushroom now has a human face. "Bow," orders the mushroom god, and you fall senseless. Alright, well, at least we're alive. I thought that was going to be one of those, like, Disco Elysium, grab for the tie and have a heart attack. Alright, your mind turns off. For how many hours, you do not know. When you finally wake up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. Nice, so no hangover. What the... He's alive! Vazia, he's alive! The girl is holding you up so you don't collapse completely. Your stability is returning as the tincture leaves your system. The bartender, swearing to himself, wipes the sweat from his brow. "How are you feeling?" Surprisingly well, actually. "It's a good thing you have such a hardy constitution. I'm so sorry. I made the tincture too strong. How stupid of me. I nearly killed a man. I feel terrible about this." The girl exhales and gives you a smile. "We took good care of your stuff while you slept." My what? I have like a brick and a bottle and some tape. All right. You check your belongings to discover that you have not been robbed of the brick and bottle that I was carrying. Miracles are real after all. All right, I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe as recorded by my grandma, she says, speaking mostly to herself. "All right, we need to have a talk. Gotta be sure your brain completely recovered." "That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions?" "I'm listening." "All right, what are you doing?" The girl looks tiredly at her notebook. It's quite old, grease-stained, torn at the sides, and covered with dirty fingerprints. Like most things since the war, it's been through a lot. "I'm trying to make ends meet. My brother Vazia and I, we own this tavern. He tends the bar. I do all the math and pay our taxes to the village. Business isn't great, though. I also sometimes concoct new beverages for our customers. Sometimes I make them from old recipes. Sometimes I create them myself. We distill it and sell it right here. I love that particular job, but I can't be a brewer without taking care of the bookkeeping and taxes, so here I am. Yeah, no getting around that stuff. Can I ask you some more questions? Tell me about yourself." "I'm a lonely tavern keeper lost in the wastes, waiting for my valiant knight to appear." All right, she winks at you and chuckles softly. "Well, I don't have a horse, but I can still be quite valiant. We'll flirt back, I suppose." She raises one eyebrow and looks at you with interest, an amused smile on her face. "Oh, really? What's so special about you, then?" "I know, well, we know we took personality, I think. I mentioned at the beginning of this, I kind of just took a vague, generalized attempt at creating a character who focused on personality. I know a lot about what makes people tick. Why fight when you can settle your differences with words? Let's try that." Success! You give her a wink and she giggles softly. It might be silly to brag about yourself like that, but you're quite charismatic fellow and confident in your skills. The girl blushes. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I better think about it. All right, take your time then. Wait, I was asking you questions. What? I wanted to ask her about work. I was going to ask last. All right, I guess we're getting interrupted by whoever this guy is. Yeah. All right. You see a muscular man near the bar. He eats mincemeat out of a can and washes it down with vodka. His face looks familiar to you. Yes, of course, it's another Adam cadet you knew before being sent on the rescue mission after the Lost Expedition. You never were friends, but still you recognize him. His name is Alexander. Oh, hey. The big guy turns to you, squinting a little. Finally, he waves at you. Hey there, Oldman Gamer. Didn't recognize you at first, but now it's painfully obvious. Yeah, all right, pal. Yeah, what are you doing out here anyway? Alexander sniffs, looks at the barkeep and the girl at one of the tables. He then whispers to you. I'm surprised by this question, Shav. What am I doing out here? Did you honestly think you're the only one they sent after Morozov and his buddies? Nope, not the case. We were both sent, just at different times, so I stumbled upon this village. How's the investigation going? Well, I'm calculating things. Yeah, looking for clues all around. Almost found our lost guys, and when I save them, I'm getting out of this place, cause, well, just look at that guy over there, Chav. Alexander cautiously eyes the barkeep and lowers his voice. Check out his meaty eyebrows. A real-life mutant is what he is. A monster shaped into human form. And most of the villages are like that. Ugly fellas, inbred and dumb. Thank God me and you, we have integrity. We'll never tell anyone like that the location of our secret organization. Alexander waits until the barkeep turns his back on him and then shakes his fist at him while making an angry face. Alright, let me ask you something else. Heard anything interesting? We're not going to mess around with this guy too much. I started tending to my muscles as of late, doing some bodybuilding, you know? I doubt a shrimp like you would find it interesting, though. Yeah, why would you need to stay handsome? You're too much of a material man, you, Chav. You think strength is only needed to intimidate people and force locks, but to me, strength is beauty. The hidden beauty that makes girls around you blush and drop their pants down. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Alexander shows off his muscles to you. They are quite large. His hands look like industrial chimneys. So you didn't learn anything of importance. Well, how should I put this, Chav? Once I went into the woods, maybe I drank some liquor before doing so, maybe I didn't drink anything, but anyway, suddenly I heard a baby cry. Wah, wah, you know, the real deal. You know what I did? Nothing. Just went on my own way, because it obviously wasn't a real baby, just some vile mutant pretending to be one. And even if it wasn't a mutant, what am I supposed to do with an infant? Eat it? Not my cup of tea, man. Maybe in the next life, I guess. I'll tell you one thing, if you hear a baby crying in the middle of the wilderness, just keep walking. Alright, we'll leave you to it. I'm gonna go try to get work off this lady. Did we ask her rumors? Let's ask her about the rumors. I want to see if she's got work, because the other guy had work for us. We'll see if she's got something. We'll do that last, because I imagine if she does, it'll send us out of town. I heard that this band, Atomic Love Gurus, went on tour around the wastes. A traveling salesman showed me a bootleg album of theirs once. It was great. They sounded like the Beatles combined with Boney M. Sad that I'll never hear them live. Well, maybe you will. Another question? Well, yeah, let's just ask her about work, see what she's got. Everyone's looking for work around here, so I'm afraid I myself can't help, but I could put in a word for you with Comrade Kovalev, our village head. All right. He always has some work to be done. Yeah, all right. Oh, well, though he won't do business with someone he's never seen before, and recommending a stranger is kind of unprofessional. You literally almost killed me. What are you talking about recommending a stranger? How about putting a good word because you're responsible for my near death? Maybe if you'd help me with some chores first? I'd feel better about giving you an introduction. Alright, what do you need help with? I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools, and I don't have time to go picking them on my own. Maybe you could help me out. Just 5 toadstools would do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. What do you think? Look, I'm trustworthy. Maybe we could just skip the mushroom part and get straight to the cooperation. Boom. Love it. Alright. You do have an honest face. Let me write a memo for Comrade Kovalev. Take it to him, and maybe he'll talk to you. He lives to the left of the tavern. Good luck. Thanks, I better go. Awesome! Okay, so, awesome. We were able to skip having to do manual labor, which is fantastic. We will go... I'm assuming... She's saying to the left, it's gotta be... It can't be that. It's gotta be the guy that was guarding the taxes, the old man or whatever. We'll head out to him in a second, but what we will do first is let's go peek around the town, maybe talk to some of the locals and see what's up with the town. This is a guy wearing, I'm assuming, a tinfoil hat. Hilarious. It is, okay. You see a man wearing a tinfoil hat, he's shifting from one foot to the other, and from time to time he shouts out nonsense phrases. A small pig is sitting at his feet, obviously the madman's companion. As you come closer, the man immediately clamps his lips shut. His insane gaze stops darting about and focuses on you. Oh, God. The idiot has come to look in the mirror, and the mirror is calling him an idiot. What do you want? Do you want to ride Oink? I won't let a pig piggyback a pig. That wouldn't be right. Bring me a human and Oink will give him a ride. For money, that is. For expensive coin to get his daddy some firewater. Let's ask what's wrong with him, see what he does. Right. What's wrong with me? Everything's right with me. Ricky Tikki Tavi. Right. Okay, I better go. All right. Let's go ahead around town. Let me check this map and see. Yeah, I gotta uncover town. Work can wait, I better go to sleep. There, what are you up to? Before you stands an old woman leaning on a cane. She's wearing a black dress and a black headscarf. Under her black eyebrows hide her black eyes, still sharp and revealing the glimmer of youth. Hey, can I ask you some questions? I'm listening. How's life? We don't complain. The village has stood through a lot. It might seem like we don't have any willpower left, but still believe that people of this village have some fight in them. Okay, another question? Tell me about yourself. I may not be able to remember how old I am, but I still remember my life, and I would not want to part with its story to someone I don't really know. I beg your pardon. Fair enough. Heard any rumors? Rumors? I'd be better off if I hadn't heard them. Before it all, there was another life. Me and my husband, we were given a set of silverware for our wedding. It was so amazing. Oh, such a luxury it was. But nowadays, beautiful things that were once loved are worth nothing. I heard that in some village far away, some man made a whole lump of tellurium into nails. Such a waste of precious metal, young man. Oh, the humanity. All right, another question. Yeah, whatever. Nothing. No questions for you. Ooh, let's check the garbage. The trash treasury, I think Alf called it. Ooh, nice. We got some weapons. All right, good. So we'll do that. And I think this is how I... Yeah, okay, cool. So I think I've holstered my weapon. Let's have a conversation with this guy. Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man with a bony complexion. He is wearing a cambo shirt and old track pants. On his head sits a Panama hat. His sunburnt visage protects immense boredom and fatigue. Can I ask you some questions? The man smiles and nods. In his dim eyes, there's a spark of interest for a moment. Just for a moment. Please. Heard any rumors? We'll ask these guys for rumors. One traveling preacher, one of those crazies, you know? The type to travel the world, gather garbage, and speak nonsense? Well, he told me that once he heard a strange noise in the sky and looked up. You won't believe it, but he said he saw an eagle. It was flying in circles in the air, and with him was a snake. Not as prey, but as a friend. It had wrapped its body around the eagle's neck. That preacher told me that in that moment he was ecstatic. He said that the proudest animal brought the smartest animal, and both of them had traveled to look upon him and see if he was still alive. The man looks into the dusty beyond. He was crazy, sure, but made me think, am I alive, or am I just a shell? A body without a soul? A machine? I don't know. The man turns to you and coughs with a shy look in his eyes. He's probably shy, or even a little embarrassed that he just said all of that in front of you, letting slip some of his true feelings. All right, well, I better be on my way. All right, we'll head back onto the main road, and we'll check out some of these houses. Whistles a melody. All right, let's talk to this guy. An old man in a skull cap does what he always does. He opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he squints his eyes at you. Hello there, Shunny. You want to speak about something? Just getting to know the locals. Ah, wow, the locals. Well, here I am, a local through and through. Haha. Did they send you to help me out, Shunny? Not really. What did you want? Shame to ask. Shunny, I have a little corn patch at the back of my house. I picked the corn myself, but I'm just too old now. My back is killing me. What harvest could I pick like that? The old man coughs out a sad sigh. It must be very hard for him to ask someone for help. Fine, old man. I'm gonna do it. See you later. All right, what do I gotta do? 5 toadstools. Harvest the crops for the old man behind his shack. All right, we could do that. Let's head out. All of them? Oh, just these. All right, good. All right, so it looks like we found ourselves some manual labor to do regardless. It's an old man, it's fine. Ooh, nice. We'll take your shovel as payment. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for that. Let's see what happens. All right, pal. Picked your corn, old man. Oh, great, a real worker you are. You really helped out an old man. The old guy feels his pockets, looks his house over, and finally turns to you with despair in his eyes. It's just that I don't have any money to pay you. What a shame. I was a hunter back before, you know, and always had money, but now, what a shame. Shame on you, old man. Acted like a true exploiter. Maybe you can look around some more, every little bit helps. Let's see what he does. The old man does not listen to you. Finally, a smile comes to his face and he slaps his forehead. What an old fool I am, Sonny. I was a hunter, wasn't I? I said it myself, and didn't get it. Wait here, Sonny. The old man gets on his knees and starts searching under his rickety bed. Finally, he pulls out an old shotgun. Awesome. With a smile, he hands it to you. Boom. Here, I don't really need it no more. Just to scare away the crows, I suppose. But you might find it useful, so here you go. Well, thanks a lot. Oh, just exactly what I needed. You take the gun out of the old man's hands. You take the gun out of the old man's hands and look it over with interest. It's an old hunting carbine. All right, I guess it's not a shotgun. In its wooden stock is an engraving, a heart pierced by an arrow. Awesome. I should go to work. All right, lady. Nice. Old hunting rifle. We'll put that in our hands. Nice, we got a weapon. Oh, and here's the other side of town. We can stop and talk to this guy, see if he knows anything different. Before you stands a young man in a pre-war military uniform shirt. In his hands, you see an automatic rifle. On his shoulder hangs an old R-147 Army radio. He looks at you expectantly. Hey, can I ask you a few questions? The man sniffs and brushes his greasy hair back with the palm of his hands. He eyes you warily, a look of discontentment in his perceptive eyes. All right, let's hear it. Any work to be had in this village? I don't know. If you want an honest job, speak with some people. Someone will probably hire you. If you're really looking for honest work, that is. If not, you better leave right now. All right. Sad to hear. Can I ask you another question? Heard any good rumors? I didn't hear anything, although I did see something. There were weird critters nesting around the village. Someone really needs to stomp them out. But until then, if you don't value your life too much, you can go through that gate and pick some mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms? You never heard? Our village is famous for its mushrooms. Hell if I know why, but they grow everywhere around here. It's pretty dry in these parts, but they still grow. When it rains, sometimes they even pop up on bare rocks. All right, well, I better go. You go, but remember, I don't take kindly to strangers, so don't give me a reason to fight you. All right, got it. Don't get stressed out about it, man. All right, so I guess it's extra good we didn't... What is this? It is not something I can interact with. Oh, yeah, there we go. All right, so there's spiders out here. Ugh. And whatever this is, what is this? Some kind of wasp. And I guess that's the toadstool. I'm not going to mess with that. All right, so I guess we really dodged a bullet there, so to speak, in having to go fight, which we did not have anything to do so. Oh, nice. Oh, we already have a broken bottle, though, so I really don't care about that. But whatever. Go check this dumpster. But we do have a hunting rifle, though... Yeah, we have no bullets. Alright. Alright, we have no bullets. It's fine. The engine is not working. It must be fixed. Alright, let's go talk with this guy. Maybe he knows about the engine. Before you stands a tough, hard-looking man, aged around 45. He's wearing an old sunburned shirt with short sleeves and hardy work pants. It's not hard to notice a wide black mustache around his strict face. Hey, can I ask you some more questions? The man eyes you moodily. He seems tense, but your charisma seems to put him more at ease. He lets his guard down and suddenly looks more shy than strict. Ask away. Heard any rumors? They say there's some cult in Otradnoye City that helps honest folk. Sounds great, right? Still, I don't trust that kind of charity. Maybe I'm wrong about them, but it seems they have some sort of agenda. A shady agenda. Alright, I'll be on my way. Let's see what this is. You turn the handle, but the sink doesn't seem to work. Maybe you need to fix the pump first. Oh, there's a bottle. Is this the pump? Oh, nice. Repair. Let's see what happens. Nice! I fixed it. Alright, cool. Does that fix this? You can wash yourself and drink some water right from the sink, but you need to hold some container if you want to take some water with you. Well, we will do that for sure, because we have a canteen, which we will put in slot 2. Use. You quickly fill the container with comparatively clean water. Alright. Alright, well, we filled our container. That's great. Let's head into this place. This is just a little room. Oh, I wonder if this is like a base. Will we be allowed to, like, rent this room? Alright, I don't know what's going to happen if we steal from people, so we're going to hold off on that. I'm not trying to make anybody angry here. Alright, I'm guessing this is the... Whoops. The... chef? Guess it's the medic. Town doctor. You see a thin, slightly stooped, but otherwise well-built middle-aged man. He's dressed in a dusty lab coat with the sleeves rolled up and a gray cloth hat. Yes? You must be the local doctor. Bullseye, young man. Dr. Mikian. Yeah, Dr. Mikian at your service, but you can call me Constantine. Thank you, sir. I'd like to buy some drugs. Let's see what he said. Oh, cool, we can buy stuff. Alright, we're not going to buy anything yet. Oh, we could have bought toadstools. That's good to know. We're not gonna sell our junk yet. We probably will before we leave. I don't think I need to be carrying 23 kilograms of junk. How about a small discount on the drugs I'm buying? Oh, no you don't, young man. You think I'm some kind of merchant you can barter with? Go visit our trader and haggle with him if you must. Well, it was worth a try. You need something else? I want to ask you some questions. Young man, I'm a doctor, not some criminal to be interrogated, but if you must, ask away. Let's see, this seems unique. Tell me about yourself. It's nice to listen to someone smart from time to time. I'm one of the original residents of this place. I've been here ever since the collapse. Nothing else special about my biography, though, and thank God for that. Very concise, good for you. Can I ask you some more questions? Heard any rumors? I'm a young man, not the village gossip, but I do hear some strange rumors from time to time. For example, I heard that the tavern proprietor adds toadstools to some of the spirits. Never touched the stuff myself, and I highly recommend you do likewise. Yeah, we know. The effects of this witch's brew might be unpredictable. I'll try to remember that. Gotta go. Guess we'll talk to some of the wanderers and see what happens. Before you stands a shortish woman with a kindly face. She is wearing a simple dress. On her head is a linen headscarf, which she wears like a bandana of sorts. Howdy, can I ask you some questions? The woman gives you a warm smile and eagerly nods. It seems she would love to chat. And a warm howdy to you, young man. Ask all the questions you want. All right, let's ask, we'll ask her about the village. There's always something new in the village. Sometimes the cow gives birth. At other times, the water tower stops working. We've also got a trader who just recently came to live here, right from Otradnoye City. The woman approaches you and whispers in your ear secretively. And also, recently, our tech specialist disappeared. He's one hell of a drunkard, and sometimes he gets on such crazy binges it becomes scary. But this time, I'm sure he didn't disappear because of his bad habit. I think it's because he was bragging his last days in the village. Bragging about becoming... She stares around before saying... Becoming a millionaire. Quite the mystery, that, right? Just like something Sherlock Holmes would try to solve. Sure thing. You heard any rumors? I heard from the other gals that there's this place called Algier. It's sunny all year long, you know? And there's a woman-only resort built there. Wow. Must be amazing to get some rest in such a lovely place. It's just that my husband would never let me go, and even if he would, I would not trust him with the household for the time I'd be away, even if it was just a week. That's concerning, thank you. Alright, I guess this is the trader. Stop in. Yes, must be. Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man. A slightly forced smile appears on his bony face when he sees you. Good day, guns of all kinds for your perusal and pleasure. Pre-war and hot off the workbenches. Rifles, shotguns, and pistols with the best gunsmiths in the wastes. All my weapons are of the highest quality. If it explodes in your hands, you get your money back, guaranteed. How about a discount since I'm new in town? Failure. Sorry, friend, my prices are the best in the wastes. If you don't want to buy anything, then don't, but I can't slash my rock-bottom prices any further. Well, it was worth a try. Maybe you'd like to make a purchase now. The stock is good and so are the prices. Yeah, let's see what he's got. Alright, no ammo for the gun that we're carrying. Trader seems a bit underwhelmed when I ask him for rumors, but maintains his smile in case you might still buy something. I'm listening. Alright, heard any good rumors? One of my relatives is a caravan driver. He works everywhere from the Red Partisan area to the Khrushchev Badlands. Well, he told me there's this abandoned town plagued by anomalies. Anyone staying there overnight will have terrible nightmares. Worse, green lights can be seen flickering on top of the floors of all the buildings, and people hear voices. But that's not even the scariest part. He told me this caravan had a boy in its crew, Marvin. One day Marvin comes up to my relative and says his pal is calling him from a nearby basement, because he found some pre-war tins stashed down there. My relative gave the kid the okay and then forgot about it, but the kid never came back. Some men from the crew went down to that basement the kid was talking about, and all they found was a fresh pool of blood, and the man who the boy thought was calling him hadn't even been near the place. Some believe that hellspawns live in that city now, others think it's home to visitors from the stars, but I think the story is a great example of why you should buy a gun. A suspicious end to a suspicious tale. I better go. Alright, pal. Alright, and here's the guy we came into. Let's just check this map. It looks like, yes, we have seen, everything in this town. I might as well just walk to the front gate. We could go outside and check the outskirts of town, but first we'll talk to this guy, who I believe, I'm imagining he's the town leader. What do you need, comrade? I got this letter of recommendation at the tavern. I'm looking for work, you see. Interesting. Let me take a look. Hand over the note. Comrade Kovalev quickly scans your note. You notice that he holds it very close to his eyes. Seems like his vision isn't what it used to be. So, Katya Redchenko believes you can be trusted. Maybe so. In any case, you made an impression. That is recommendation enough for me. You notice real warmth in the head's voice, an almost fatherly tone when he talks about Katya from the tavern. So how about that job? Let's wait silently. So you're looking for work. Ours is a poor village, but... The head cracks his knuckles, then looks you over, finally coming to a conclusion. Maybe I do have a job for you after all. You probably already heard about the bandit gang that terrorizes our village. Oh no. Each month they come to collect supplies from us. If we don't surrender the goods, they rob and kill our people. We tried fighting them, but to no avail. But now, looking at your honest face, I've come up with a little plan. The head lowers his gaze again. It's hard for you to read him. He's either indecisive or just searching for the right words. The thing is, I believe there's a snitch living in our village. A traitor. A rat. I'm sure about this. Maybe someone made a pact with the bandits and keeps them informed of everything that goes on around here. But with that said, I can't imagine who the rat actually is, and the bastard himself knows me and the other villagers too well to get caught. When we hired the mercenaries to protect us, the bandits somehow knew right away, and each time we make a little money on trade, they show up for their slice. Someone is ratting us out. You're a new face in the region. It should be easy for you to earn the rat's trust. Bring me the identity of this traitor. That is the job. An investigation, huh? Interesting. Comrade Kovalev walks up to you. Do you agree or do you decline? Give it to me straight. Yeah, we won't go demanding yet. I agree. Where would I start? Where do you start? Well, I'll start by telling you who I do not suspect. For one, I completely trust my fighting men, Jan and Petya. Okay. On the south and north gates respectively. They would not work for me otherwise. Trader Yashin may be suspect. He's new in town and has a shady past. But he does so much for the village. He built the shop with his own money, he pays taxes, and he suffers from the bandits like everyone else. Dr. Mikiyen and old Semyon I trust like I would trust myself. We built this village together, you know. They are good people, time-tested and loyal. Comrade Grankin, the village superintendent on the other hand, is a cowardly, shifty person, but no, he is too cowardly, he would never work with the bandits. Or are you telling me everybody who is not? It's much more profitable for him to keep his post in the village. The bandits would probably shoot him for laughs if they tried to talk to him, if he tried to talk to them. Comrade and Vazia have no reason to be snitches. They would never do something like that. Okay. And the others, I just don't know about the rest. All right, you haven't told me anything. Maybe you can give me some more clues? I suspect that the traitor is a man, not too old, a person that travels from time to time, but is known to be lazy. The head wrinkles his nose. These criminal types, they abhor honest labor. They think that only the low folk do work, while they themselves prance about like aristocrats. Well, I better start investigating. Interesting. A lazy person who travels from time to time and doesn't like to do too much work. All right. Before we dive into investigating this guy, I'd like to cover the outskirts of this town. There are some animals and such that we may have to worry about, but let's put something else in our hands. There we go. So we have some kind of weapon. We'll head outside. You know what we'll do? We'll stop and talk to him before we leave. But for the remainder of the episode, I think we'll scout the outskirts and just see if there's anything to be seen. And then when we come back, we'll start the investigation in town proper. Before you stands a strongly built man. Yes, we know. How are things? This is my third straight day on duty. All right, cool. How are things? He says this is his third straight day on duty. He could have been better. How can I help? I believe you can, buddy. Think you could get me a bottle of beer from the tavern? Be quiet about it. I don't want anybody seeing me drinking on duty. Understandable. Sure, I'll help you out, and I'll be stealthy about it. Seriously? Thanks. You're a real friend. Just hang on. I don't want you to die of thirst. You didn't give me any money? All right, whatever. Let's see what happens. We'll be quiet about it. All right, sir. Hey, here for a drink, or have you brought me my book? I'd like to have a drink, and I see the menu, and he wants a bottle of beer. Jeez Louise, man. We want one. Minimum. Done. 14 rubles. All right. Well, you can have this broken shovel. I guess that. 9. You can have this can. How do I trade? Trade. Boom. All right, Jan. Let's see. Have you brought the beer? 1 beer as ordered. The guard takes the bottle from you and drains half of it in a few loud gulps. He then tucks the bottle under his shirt. Thanks, buddy. You really helped me out. Take this for your trouble. What'd you give me? Thanks, just don't get caught. 3 rubles? Dude, you suck. That shit cost me $14. Alright, let's, we're gonna be a little careful about this because there were spiders and bugs out here. But I just want to come out and see, you know, maybe we can get a toadstool. We could sell some toadstools if we don't get into too much trouble. We're not trying to get ourselves killed. And we're not great fighters. So we'll just be a little careful. Though I also would imagine it's probably somewhat safe in the outskirts of town. Alright. Locked. Let's see if it's not locked for me. It is not locked for me. Haha. Oh, gunpowder and a hunter's memo. We'll read that right away. Fellow hunters, everyone must read this memo. Spread it around. I don't know what happened at Svetloyar Lake. Maybe an underwater volcano. Or did a pre-war bomb detonate on accident? Or did the gates to hell itself perhaps open? Anyway, the larger mammals are all fleeing the area and heading in our direction. We should take advantage of this opportunity, go make some zip gun shot rounds and kill everything you spot rushing through the woods. To make them, use a large scrap metal bullet, gunpowder, and a paper shell. Good hunting, comrades. Danila of the Vladimirisk Hunter Association. Alright. And we'll take everything else. A bottle with water. Nice. Take all. Oh, maybe we can sell that book now that we've read it. Waste paper? Yeah, we'll take everything. Oh, can we sleep here? Oh, what is this? You see a light under the bed, maybe a hidden passage behind it. Oh, nice. Oh, cool. Alright, it seems safe enough. Oh, we got... What the fuck? Oh, this is all gonna be booby-trapped. Quite the toy, you must be a nutcracker, right? But where's your sword? Alright, let's grab one of these bottles. You never know. Alright, it's got some tape. That's always good. I'm sure I'm not gonna be able to open that safe. Oh, a toy machine gun. I guess I could sell it, only for imaginary targets. This is hilarious. Alright, we'll take everything. Let's see if we could sell that. I guess. You think it's the same code from the tutorial? I doubt it. Nope. You didn't manage to break the code. And there's nothing else in here. Yes, where is your sword? Alright. Oh, interesting. Let's do this. That gun doesn't do anything, so... Let's see if I can dig up the cornfield. Or whatever this is. Oh, the field looks acceptable. First, I need to plant the crops. Alright, whatever. Does this count as a melee weapon? It does. Alright, we'll keep that in our hands. And I just want to be a little careful, because we saw a spider. And a shit. There's a rat. Run, run, run! Why are you walking so slow? Don't walk so slow. Alright, let's see. Oh, there's a toadstool surrounded by rats. 2 rats and that thing. Alright, we won't futz with that. We'll try to come in. Shit. I'm fighting something now. Let's drag him away from the other guy. Do I get to, let's see, we have 7 action points. Let's see if they stack. No, they don't. Alright. We'll just let him get over here. How much does my swing cost? 4? So I can spend 3. We'll let him step 1 closer. Alright, yep, good enough. We will do an aimed hit. Jeez, that's not great. Damn. Okay. Well, at least he missed, too. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, boy. Am I gonna get killed by a rat that I can't hit? Oh, no. I've got no better chances. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God, no. No, 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 no. What happens now? Can you hit anything? Are we just going to be going back and forth, not hitting each other? He's going to hit me is what's going to happen. Can you flee? Is there a runaway? Alright, if we take one hit before hitting him... God damn it. Oh my god. What do we even do with this? Yay! Alright, well... Okay. Oh, I'm not going over there, because that was a disaster, and that means I'll have to fight both of them, so... Jeez Louise. We'll just try to stay out of his way. If he ends up getting upset, so be it, but... Just take a little look ahead here. Oh, shit. Alright. Let's come out to here. Can you chain waypoints in this? I'll have to look that up. Go talk with this guy. Howdy, friend. Don't mind us. We're just holding the shovel. Before you stands an old man sporting a mustache. He's wearing a foreign tracksuit. There's a flat cap on over his graying hair, and hanging around his neck are some old spectacles. He welcomes you with a firm handshake. Hey there. Hope the monsters didn't bite you on the way here. Yeah, thanks. I had to fight a few. See, it's dangerous to walk around here alone. There are monsters all around the village. This place is practically under siege. One thing is nice, they don't attack on their own, usually, or I'd have a hell of a time cooped up in here. All those spiders, ants, and rats, ugh, it's like they're symbiotic. A few more years and they'll form a political party. The man lets out a mirthless laugh and eyes his surroundings as if looking for something. He then exhales and turns his head back to you. But anyway, see? I have this fire going. If you have any canned food or tea, you're graciously invited to cook it here. Use my pot if you will, or just sit down and get yourself warm. And speaking of relaxation, if you by any chance have a pair of dice, we might sit down and play for a while. I seem to have lost my own pair some time ago. I'm not much of a gambling man, but I think it's a fun way to spend time. I'd like to ask you some questions. Well, let's see if he's one of the guys, one of the suspects. Tell me about yourself. Before the bombs, I was a civil helicopter pilot in the mountains. There were lots of settlements which were hard to reach by car, so I delivered food and medicine to all of them. I don't even know how they are coping now. Hope everything's all right. All right, I see. Another question, maybe. How's life? Could be worse. I only recently learned what it's like to live alone. Bought myself a sheep, but you know what? Bandits started raiding the place right after that. Had to cope somehow, but as soon as the mugging stopped scaring me, some monsters migrated here from the south. Giant wasps, huge ants, spiders of all sorts. Huge ants, all right. I never even knew there were such beasts in the world, but at least it's not boring. There's that. All right. What's new around the village? I'm living here independently, sort of. If I get sick, I visit Dr. Mickey-Yen in the village. Sometimes I get water from those folks, but mostly I live on my own. It's more comfortable for me this way. Some like constant company, but some like to be alone. I'm one of the latter. I see. Another question, maybe? What do you got for rumors? I heard some adventuring type that buried his stash somewhere in the area. After that, I think he got shot or mauled by wolves, and the stash is still there. I'd go look for it, but I'm too lazy, so you're welcome to try your luck searching. I won't mind. All right, thanks for the advice. I better go. All right, he didn't have anything, and we're not going to steal from him. We will head up this way. And shit. Another rat. All right, let's let him approach us. That should leave me enough to strike. Bam. Oh, nice! One-hit wonder. Got an achievement. Love it. There's another rat, but let's see if we can get this, No, we couldn't. Again, let him approach. One more. Alright. Here we go. Big money. Yes! Nice! And he didn't hit us. I guess we're building up skills. Not enough, though. Don't you hit me. Ah. I guess I just got lucky. Yes, I've just got lucky. And my hubris will be my downfall. My goodness. Come on. This fucking game. Oh, 2 hits. Oh, you little bastard. Are there diseases in this game? Am I going to be in trouble? Come on. Oh, you know what I bet I could do? What about stepping out of the way? No, he still has a chance to hit me. Alright. Oh, my hit chance is going up. Not by a whole heck of a lot, though. I wonder... Oh, okay. Alright. I would like to switch weapons, but I'm worried that that'll just... eat up a turn. This is ridiculous. Just kill him. Oh my god. This fucking game. Nice. New level. Alright, let's level up. And we can pick a ability. I like Armor of God. Fuck it, we'll go for Survivor. Done. Survivor. Alright. The rat has nothing. That's okay. Let's grab this toadstool. We got a toadstool. Oh my god. Oh my god. There is a wasp behind the rock that we are going to try to avoid. Because I imagine a wasp is much, much worse than a rat. We're not heading back in yet. We just passed the other gate. And there's a spider. Oh, there's another dude. Before you stands a tall, gray-haired man in a scruffy-looking sweater. He looks at you suspiciously and without blinking. There's a knife in his hands that's pointing in your general direction. From the look of the fishing poles scattered on the shore, he was fishing before you arrived. Who are you? I don't know you. Get away from me. Whoa, calm down, man. I'm just passing through. Yeah? Or that's just what you're saying. I know you travelers from Adam. The moment I turn my back on you, I'll get knifed. The problem for you is, I don't have any money, or any food, so it's best you move along. Go con some of the town, you friggin' adventurer. Let's give the man a once-over. What are you staring at? I'm not a shop window. Move along if you don't want to get stabbed. Don't get so nervous. Oh, the man takes up a fighting stance with his knife in front of his body. He studies your every movement without blinking. Seems he is ready for you to attack at any moment. Alright, don't get so nervous, I just wanted to talk. The man has a short inner struggle before he puts down the knife and squints his eyes at you. Fine, I'm sorry, my nerves are pretty shot nowadays. What do you want to ask? How's fishing? Caught something recently? Somewhat. This pond is pretty small, but there's plenty of fish in there. The problem is that, although dumb, even those critters learn over time, and now they aren't biting as fast as they did before. Can I fish too? You want to fish, huh? Well, maybe you can. It's just that you don't really know what the local fish are like. They're real gourmets in these parts. No worms for them. They like bait made from all the critters around. The giant ants, wasps, and spiders. Well, there's plenty of those around. The fisherman gives you a crooked smile and spits through his teeth. Yup. There's many of those mutant freaks in these parts, but how would you know which of their limbs and organs are fit to make bait? I'd wager you don't know, am I right? So here's what we're gonna do. Go to the nearest pub and get me something strong. For that, I will teach you the basics of bait harvesting. Just remember, I don't want any of the thing they mix themselves. Normal pre-war alcohol only, and the harder the better. I'll think about it. How about I ask some questions first? I'll ask him how's life. Nothing special. I come to this place to fish, and that's that. Life is alright given the circumstances. There's fish to catch, mushrooms and berries to pick. Sometimes I even get bread and meat. The important thing is to not join any collective. So, got fed up with all the people. Interesting. Fisherman turns away and gives his surroundings a harsh glance. Finally, he chuckles mirthlessly and turns back to you. Don't know how to put it. It's just that I believe that when people come together, they turn into a herd, and a herd is only good for slaughter, if you catch my drift. Not my style. Therefore, I'm a loner. Alright, let me ask you some more questions. Tell me about yourself. I live alone, I fish, I set snares, I bow to nobody. And if you're interested in my pre-war life, I was a nobody. Really. A simple taxi driver. When I learned about the first bombs falling, I quietly gathered my stuff and went into the woods. My wife declined to join me. Wow. And the first typhus epidemic got her. Jesus Christ. Sad to hear. Can I ask more? What can you tell me about the village? I'm curious if this guy might be the rat. There's nothing to tell, really. I don't spend much time with the locals. I don't like their head, this Comrade Kovalev, an old man who believes himself to be some sort of czar or general secretary. Totally lost all grip on reality. His flock is molested daily by bandits and other folk, and all he does is blink. Interesting opinion. Care to answer more questions? What do you got for rumors? I heard that there was an acid rain due north of here recently. Plenty of years passed since the war, but repercussions of that evil are still with us. Here's my advice. Do not approach any suspicious heaps of rubbish without a radiation counter. Rat sickness is no joke. An alcoholic will try to cure it with vodka. A drug abuser is going to use afrophenom, but the rest will still be the same. Any health you had would be lost. All right, well, I better go. All right, well, he'll teach me how to fish. Interesting. It looks like I can dig up graves. Oh, there's a spider. We'll be a little careful about that. Let's go check this. I hope clicking on it doesn't dig it up. It does. Oh, crap. Whoops. My quest log has been updated. Alright, nothing about robbing graves. We're gonna leave that just in case it turns these guys against us. Oh, jeez. Well, let's try to drag him away from the others so we don't get ourselves in some trouble. Maybe being up higher, I'll have a better chance here. Let's let him catch up. No, he moves kind of slow. Is the spider coming this way? Alright. Here we go. 34. Not much of a better chance. Oh, goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh, boy, please. Okay, he misses. This is good. Oh, my goodness. Well, it looks like they don't do much more damage than the rats, I suppose. We shall see. And they miss just about as much. Nice! Very nice. Let's see what he's got. Anything? Nothing, because I don't know how to harvest the bait yet. Let's try to stay away from these spiders. Oh, it looks like we heal. That's good. I don't have to go get healing items. What is this? Nothing. There is a giant ant guarding another toadstool and some radiation with a box inside. Alright, let's get a little closer to the ant and see how many there are. Just the one, right? Alright, let's go fight the ant. Awesome, and he did not get a chance to hit me. Nice! I love it. And we do not know how to harvest anything from the ants, so it is what it is. 25. Ooh. Ooh, nice. Oh, maybe this is the stash buried the guy was talking about. Let's check it out. Whoa, I'll try to open the stash. Ah, cool. 7.62 rounds. An experimental pre-war drug that cures just about anything. Nice. Alright. Let's, what does this take? What kind of rounds does this take? 7.62. Awesome. And, let's reload. It's got one bullet. That means I can probably fire at things from far away. Alright, well I think this is a good spot to leave it. We managed to go through the town and pick up a few quests and then head out into the outskirts and even get a bullet for our gun, which was pretty cool. I mean, it's only one bullet, but maybe we can trade some of the junk that we got in town, perhaps for some more bullets. We shall see. The trader does trade weapons, so I'm sure he's got 7.62 rounds. When we come back, we'll head into the town proper and really start our investigation for finding the rat that is besieging this town, helping to besiege this town with bandits. But we'll do all that in the next episode. So subscribe for more Adam RPG, and we'll see you next time.